In this video, I put together 5 clothespin Christmas DIYs that are extremely easy, extremely cheap, and just a lot of fun. I feel like homemade ornaments are really memorable. I mean, a lot of times we don't remember where we bought our ornaments, but we certainly remember when we made them, who we were with, maybe even what year it was. My name is Tracy with Scrappy's Rustics, and I hope something within this video inspires you. So I did 5 different kinds. That there are, what do they call it? The alphabet bracelets. Remember we used to make those back in the 70s and 80s, maybe even earlier than that. I don't even know where I got them. It was a huge jar of them. And it might have been Walmart actually. And all the letters are like, they're not even, they're not in the middle of anywhere. So the clothespins, I believe the darker, smaller ones I got from Dollar General, and the next size up I got from Dollar Tree. Now that metal thing, piece there, you've got to wait till the end. We waste 0 with these clothespins, which makes it even better. I had no idea you could even do something like that. So be sure to put those aside. Now you can use any size clothespin you want. You can paint them any color. These are just, I mean, there's so many ways to do this. This is just some ideas to get your mind reeling and get you inspired. So right now I'm using 8 halves, which is 4 clothespins total. So I just broke all the clothespins apart. Those are like a medium size, and then the darker ones, they came stained like that. Those are the ones from Dollar General, are a little bit smaller. And I saved all my metal pieces and put them on the side. And each time that I put together a piece, I kind of size it up because the surface connections are different. You know, they're not perfect. They're cheap. They're cheap clothespins, so no two are the same. So you kind of have to put it together to see where your point of contacts are to put your hot glue. So I just have some hemp jewelry, real thin hemp rope, not rope, jute. It's like wax jute, jewelry jute. So I just sandwiched it between 2 of the pieces that 2 of the clothespins that I glued together. Now I'm gluing these back to back, flat side to flat side, mirroring each other so they're doubled up. I do speed this up and down when I show you items up close. I tried to slow it down for you. So we're doing 4 of each. Again, it's 8 pieces total, 4 clothespins of each one. So here, see how, well, you'll see the next one. See how I kind of just, I'm eyeballing where I need to put my hot glue because each piece is different. These are so simple. Now, these could be done with children. However, I probably wouldn't use the hot glue apparatus there. You could use Elmer's glue or whatever. Obviously, it would take a little longer for them to set up and dry, but that would be the safer option if you're going to do this with children. But it's just really inexpensive. And like I said, I feel like homemade ornaments are very memorable. You know, when you go to pull them out each year to hang them on your tree, you're like, oh, I remember. So I just have some ornaments here. I'm just showing you examples if you wanted to. There's so many ways to style this. Like that looks really pretty. Whatever you have on hand, don't go out and buy anything. I mean, most of us have clothespins, but maybe not. You know, whatever is your style, whatever you like. I'm more neutral, kind of natural. Like I don't like too much bling and that kind of stuff. So I'm more simple. So I just took out the letters for it to spell Noel, and I just love that. I love the color contrast. I love the way it came out. Again, there's probably 1,000 different ways to use these clothespins, but I'm just hoping that maybe something I say, something you see, will spark some inspiration within you, and you give this a try for yourself. So again, I am sandwiching the hemp jewelry wire jute. I really don't know the name of this. It's hemp something, and it's very thin is why I'm using it, and I'm sandwiching it in between 2 of the pieces. Now, a lot of times, like I said, these, it's almost better if you keep your clothespins together that you pulled apart. I found that out when it was too late. I had already mixed them up because they are so very different. Like I said, they're not made the best. So, and I love like the inside, they didn't stain of the darker ones, but I like that. I think it just adds a little more interest to it. And this one's little, so I think it's super cute. You can build layers and layers upon layers of just using one. You could go from big to small. It's truly endless. Just kind of let your mind go and look how pretty that is. I mean, it's stinking clothespins for crying out loud. Like, and I still have a bunch left. So you could put buttons in the middle. Just trying to give you some examples. That one's a little big, but just some ideas. Because, y'all, we have so much stuff in our craft stash that we got to use it. We have to use it. So use what you have, please. Try. I know that's what I'm trying to do here. And I had not used these letters. I originally bought them because I was going to do decoupage some soap bars and just kind of put a little saying on the outside of it, and I just never did that. But now that I brought them out, it kind of inspires me to maybe give that a try. So now we're making like a crucifix. This probably would come back out a lot better with the bigger ones. And if you like what you see and you want to see more, I'd love for you to smash that subscribe button and see what I've got to offer you. I have a lot of videos out there, and my biggest thing, I love to inspire. It just makes my heart smile. So with this one, I'm gluing them side by side. Again, mirrored to each other, same side to same side, but we're gluing them side by side. And like I said, I do think this would come out much better if you had the larger size. Just proportion-wise, I think it would look better with the large size clothespins. I did have some. I don't know why I didn't think to go grab some, but I didn't. This worked, but like I said, I end up fixing it because it just didn't look proportioned right. So I'm trying to find a good point of contact so I can get the sides of the cross here to look proportioned right and actually stick on there. So and you can get clothespins just about anywhere. Just about anywhere. The grocery store, full-size ones anyways. And they're pretty inexpensive. So just reloading the hot tool gun here, and I do have the precision tip. That's a Sure Bonder. I love that little guy. The trigger's a little funny, but I'm not really used to it. I've had it for a while, but I don't like a hot glue tool, but in this case you kind of have to use it. So now we're going we're gluing the other way, like we did with the snowflakes, and we are we're making the body now. This is the body part. You'll see as it comes together. So that's the body. So we've got our cross and our body, and we need to make arms and legs. And spoiler alert, I end up changing this because it just didn't look right. I should have went with my gut right there, and I didn't. I was like, no. But after I put the bigger ones on there, whenever I throw my hands up like that, I don't know. I just can't make up my mind. And but you know what? It's okay. It's okay to change things. If you're not happy with them, it's your stuff. Like, it's your stuff. If you're not happy with it or you don't know what to do, it's okay to set it aside. If I'm really stuck, I will put my project somewhere where I walk by a lot, so I have to glance at it. And sometimes it could take a few weeks to have that aha moment of, oh, I know what this needs. You know it needs something, but sometimes you're just not sure what that is. So don't be afraid to do that. It's your project. It's your stuff. Make it so you love it. Make it so you love it. I mean, we can't love every single project we do, but we can certainly try. So this could have went a little quicker. Again, I'm indecisive here, and I've decided now, okay, it's got to be the smaller ones. It just looks weird. That's why I really think the full-size clothespins would look the best. But so again, this is just a half a piece, and we're gluing it on its side. Now you could spray paint these. You could paint these ahead of time. Any of these, any colors. You could add glitter. You could add diamond dust. I mean, there's just so many ways you could take this. Like I said, I like the natural kind of boring look. But that's my style. I like the natural colors. I love the stained and I love the contrasting colors. And look how cute this is. Like, how cute is that? It's so simple. So I forgot to put a hanger, sandwich a hanger on, so I just stuck it to the back. No big deal. So if you forget, just stick it on the back. Easy peasy. It's a very clothespin. It's very light. Now we're going to make us a couple snowmen. Snowmen. So I spray painted them. That's why the back is like it is. I forgot to spray paint the back, and I was like, by the time I brought it in, I was like, I'll forget it. So those are acrylic paint pens. I bought a pack of them a couple years ago. I'm just doing simplicity, eyes, nose, buttons, and just a slash for his carrot nose. That's a piece of old dish towel. And this thing is so tiny. This is the darker color, so this one's really super tiny. I think these, again, you could make these super cute too. You could add glitter, you could add a hat. I just tried to go simple and easy just to get the inspiration rolling. Now, I had that, even though that piece of, well, I was letting it dry, that piece of towel, it ended up being too big, so we have to cut it. So now here's a snowman again, but this time it's a full clothespin. We didn't pull it apart. We didn't do anything. We're just using the clothespin itself. Again, just drawing dots for the eyes, nose, or eyes, mouth, and buttons, and a little slash for the nose. And I had red and white baker's twine. I don't know if that was for the Dollar Tree or whatever, but this is so tiny, I thought I'll just use this as a scarf. So I just wrapped it around the metal part, and then just cut a tiny piece to make it look like the scarf is hanging. Just make it easy, because they are so tiny. But again, you could put a hat on there. I have a bunch of vintage, the old style clothespins. I cannot find them for the life of me. I know I'll find them after Christmas, or I'll buy some more and I'll find them. I do not know where they are. I have some great ideas for those. Yeah, so here's why I decided that towel, their piece of fabric towel, is just way too big. So I'm just cutting it. It wasn't easy to cut. It was kind of falling apart. So I ended up ultimately gluing it. I was going to tie it, kind of make it like a scarf hanging down, but that didn't work out. So, being a creative, we have to be creative. If things don't work like we think they were, there's always a solution. Always a solution. Sometimes we don't know what it is right away, but look how simple. So simple. And here we have it. Here we have it. Here is where we're going to use the metal parts of the clothespins. Now, this is the tiny, tiny ones. Again, this would be easier if you have the larger ones. So on one side of the clothespin, there's a spring, and it's opened. The other side is two pieces open wire. So what you want to do is kind of pry that wire apart, put one side in one side of the spring hole, and the other side in the other side of the spring hole. Sometimes it gets stuck like it did here. I ended up just putting that piece to the side, and I tried it on another piece, but they get kind of stuck. The metal, when you're trying to put it in, it kind of gets stuck on the spring. So just work it. If it doesn't want to cooperate with you, just take it off and try another one. So what you need is 10 of them, and you want to make a complete circle. Again, if you have the bigger ones, or you have trouble with your hands, I would definitely get the bigger ones, because this thing is so tiny. I don't even know if those are like an inch, maybe inch and a half. But I had no idea. I was like, I can't throw these out. I've got to do something with them. And I was scrolling Pinterest, and I saw one, and I was like, no way. So this was so exciting for me. There's absolutely no waste to this project at all. And just think how many ornaments you could make at such an inexpensive amount. So again, when we get done with this, you could spray paint it, you could add glitter, you could add diamond dust. So there we go, that's 10 of them. You need 10 to make it work right. So now you want to pinch, we're making a star. So you're going to pinch the top, then pinch the next two. So we have our top of our star and our side of our star. And then pull the bottom two out and pinch those. Y'all, this is so stinking cute. Now, yes, it does come apart if you pull on it, but once you hang it on your tree, it should be fine. And it's just a matter of, look, I'm so excited. It's just a matter of, pinching it back together. But how stinking cute is that? Again, you could put little gems or beads or whatever in the spring holes. There's lots you could do. You could put a ribbon or whatever color your decor is to hang it. Again, I'm just using the hemp, where I just wanted to make this as simplistic as possible. And here we go with little images of little videos of each piece, and kind of cool with the letter beads there, that every angle you can see the word joy. Looks a little funny sometimes, but that was kind of neat and unexpected. And I just love these. I think they're just so great. And like I said, you made them, they're inexpensive, and they're memorable. And it's something you can do with others. And you'll just remember it. Look how cute. Look how tiny he is. Poor little guy. Hey, poor little guy. I don't think I put a hanger. Oh, I did. I don't. Yeah, I didn't put a hanger on the other one. Now the clothespins, you could just pin them to the tree or wherever. And that'd be actually a nice garland because it'd be easy. And there's our star. I ended up making two. One with the tinier metals from the smaller clothespins, and then the next size up. That one looks a little better, so I think the bigger ones, the bigger regular size clothespins would look really great, and be easier to work with. So I'm thrilled about this piece. It's so great not to waste anything. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you like my style. I'd love for you to check out if you love this, you're going to love the video up there in the corner. It's, again, using natural materials. It's 7 natural ornaments DIY for you to get inspired even more on. And be sure to watch that video because I really think you'll enjoy that one. It's pretty good, and I had a great time creating those. And again, it's inexpensive. If you can't have if you don't have twigs in your yard, you can actually buy twigs at Hobby Lobby, Michael's, maybe even Walmart. I don't know. Everywhere seems to sell everything these days. So I do hope, like I said, this inspires you. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.